Few songwriting partnerships in music history are as legendary as the one shared by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Long before the Beatles became the biggest band on the planet, the two young musicians from Liverpool made a simple agreement. Every song written by either of them would carry the Lennon-McCartney credit. At the time, neither could have imagined how iconic that songwriting signature would eventually become. But as the years passed, and especially after the band's breakup, the question of who truly wrote what became increasingly complicated. Lennon and McCartney occasionally offered conflicting memories about certain songs, sometimes shaped as much by emotion as by fact. Even so, there are many Beatles classics that were overwhelmingly driven by one writer or the other. When it came to John Lennon, his songwriting often revealed the more experimental, vulnerable, surreal, and emotionally raw side of the Beatles. Whether he was diving into psychedelic absurdity, crafting haunting love songs, or pushing rock music into darker territory, Lennon consistently brought a unique edge to the band's catalog. Here are 7 unforgettable Beatles songs, mostly written by John Lennon, that remain among the greatest moments of his songwriting career. Number 1. I Am the Walrus. Few Beatles songs capture Lennon's chaotic imagination better than I Am the Walrus. Inspired partly by the discovery that teachers at his former school were analyzing Beatles lyrics in classrooms, Lennon decided to deliberately create something impossible to interpret logically. Instead of offering clear meaning, he packed the song with bizarre imagery, surreal humor, and seemingly nonsensical lines designed to confuse listeners. The result became one of the band's defining psychedelic masterpieces. From the hypnotic orchestration to Lennon's eerie vocal performance, I Am the Walrus sounds like a dream that constantly shifts between brilliance and madness. Even decades later, the song remains one of the most fascinating examples of Lennon turning rebellion into art. Number 2. Come Together. Although Come Together famously sparked comparisons to a Chuck Berry song due to similarities in the opening lines, the track ultimately became one of the standout moments on Abbey Road. Built around a dark, swampy groove, the song perfectly balances Lennon's cryptic lyricism with the musical chemistry of the entire band. Lennon's vocals drift coolly over Paul McCartney's unforgettable bass line and Ringo Starr's subtle but essential drumming. The song feels effortless, yet every detail contributes to its hypnotic atmosphere. Its success was enormous, eventually reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States and becoming one of the most recognizable Beatles tracks ever recorded. Number 3. Across the Universe.
Wildly as they slip away across the universe.
Across the Universe may be one of the most beautiful songs Lennon ever wrote. Gentle, meditative, and deeply reflective, the track feels almost spiritual in its calmness. Ironically, however, it reportedly emerged during a frustrating argument with his first wife, Cynthia Lennon. The famous opening line, "Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup," sounds poetic and romantic, but Lennon later admitted it came from his irritation during the conversation. Yet somehow, he transformed that moment into something transcendent. The song's dreamy melody and floating lyrics create an atmosphere unlike anything else in the Beatles' catalog, proving Lennon's extraordinary ability to turn personal emotions into timeless art. Number 4. Don't Let Me Down.
Don't let me down.
Long before his solo career exposed his deepest emotions to the world, Lennon was already revealing his vulnerability through Beatles songs like Don't Let Me Down. Written during the intense early stages of his relationship with Yoko Ono, the song feels deeply personal and emotionally urgent. Years later, McCartney described the track as what sounded like a genuine plea from Lennon, a raw confession from someone emotionally exposed and uncertain about the future. That sincerity is exactly what gives the song its lasting power. Lennon's strained vocals sound almost desperate at times, making Don't Let Me Down one of the most emotionally honest recordings the Beatles ever produced. Number 5. I Want You, She's So Heavy. By the late 1960s, rock music was becoming heavier, louder, and more experimental, and Lennon helped push that transformation forward with I Want You, She's So Heavy. Written about Yoko Ono, the song strips love down to obsession and desire, repeating its central phrase with an almost hypnotic intensity. Musically, it was unlike almost anything the Beatles had recorded before. Thick guitar riffs, ominous repetition, and the song's crushing atmosphere gave it a weight that pointed towards the hard rock and heavy metal sounds that would dominate the following decade. The abrupt ending only adds to its unsettling power, making it one of the most bold songs Lennon ever brought to the band. Number 6. Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown. Norwegian Wood marked a major turning point in Lennon's songwriting, more introspective and emotionally layered than many earlier Beatles songs. The track introduced a sophisticated storytelling style that helped define the Rubber Soul era. The song's mysterious narrative, widely believed to reference one of Lennon's extramarital affairs, unfolds with quiet wit and subtle melancholy. Musically, the addition of George Harrison's sitar gave the song an entirely new texture and helped introduce Indian influences into mainstream Western pop music. What makes Norwegian Wood especially remarkable is its versatility. It sounds just as natural in folk or country interpretations as it does in the Beatles' original version. That adaptability is often the mark of truly exceptional songwriting.
Number 7. Mean Mr. Mustard. Compared to Lennon's more famous masterpieces, Mean Mr. Mustard is often overlooked, but that's part of its charm. Lasting barely over a minute, the song still manages to leave a strong impression thanks to its quirky melody, playful rhythm, and unforgettable character. Appearing during the Abbey Road medley, the track demonstrates Lennon's gift for creating vivid personalities in very little time. Its offbeat humor and compact structure make it feel almost like a musical sketch, yet it fits perfectly within the album's larger flow. Mean Mr. Mustard proves that Lennon didn't need grand emotional statements or lengthy compositions to create something memorable. From surreal psychedelia to brutally honest love songs, John Lennon's songwriting helped shape the Beatles into far more than just a successful pop band. His ability to blend vulnerability, experimentation, humor, and emotional intensity gave the group much of its artistic identity. Even today, these songs remain powerful reminders of why Lennon continues to be celebrated as one of the most influential songwriters in music history.